The elusive creature by the name of Adam22 is hunting for a big chocolate Snickers bar for his wife to feast on, and that he does. But as she pounces on the bar vigorously over and over again, he watches. The zoo laughs at the clock. He's left with nothing but a copious amount of copium. He thinks they're laughing with him, but in true reality, they're laughing at him. And whenever I mean they, I mean everyone, including the big Black Panther and his wife. And as all the commotion and laughter echoes throughout the whole zoo, the two cubs are sound asleep, not knowing in the future they would have a third sibling and have to endure years of suffering and bullying by the entire school and public eye. If you don't know who's Adam22, he's a host and owner of the No Jumper YouTube channel that has over 4.6 million subscribers. And not only that, he also does mature videos, meaning like naughty. The videos that we're all not supposed to see, that is bad for mental health, the penetration, stuff like that, that we are not supposed to see, we're supposed to go ahead and go work out, go do something actually productive. But not only that, he also has another podcast called The Plug Talk, and that's where he goes and, interviews adult actors on OnlyFans, We're talking about him because recently, he let a man annihilate his wife's pee-pee hole. This man in the video that you just saw, his name is Jason, or Jason Love, whatever you want to call him, he's a pretty big man, pretty huge man, he's a pretty big man, he's a pretty huge man, he's not just known as Jason Love, he also known as like the Snickers bar, dark chocolate, Three Musketeers, actually, not Three Musketeers, it's 12 Musketeers. Whenever you walk down the street, your girl, with your girl, you better walk the other way because, this guy's wiener has his own gravity of his own, They don't call him Mars for nothing, 2 moons and a big planet, that's who he is, If you look submissive enough, you might just get pulled in by the gravity of Mars. If you're there for a good time, you're there for a long time, you're there for a painful time, he says that you're not a girl, no problem, I'll make you into a girl, That's how much of a Giga Chad he is. But enough about him, we're talking about Adam22. And recently, on the No Jumper podcast, the man who third-party Adam's wife, he went on a podcast with him.
Okay, yeah, so a lot of people want to know, I don't know, just like, if I should feel diminished as a man as a result of this. Like, the cuck narrative is very, very strong. I just want to get your thoughts on that, and if how people should think about that in the context of me being, the silent third party in all this.
Well, I don't know. Like, if you look at it in the business aspect, then basically it was just a job. She's high up in her ranks. I'm high up in my ranks. Us two together obviously would make the most amounts of money. So it's not so much being a cook. If you're comfortable with it, y'all communicated it prior. Obviously, she said y'all did. So it's not really a cook situation. It's more of like two people coming and making an understanding.
Yeah.
So if you cool with it, then, it is what it is. Me personally, I don't know if I have enough in me to allow it, but everyone's different. Everyone have different levels of, mental maturity.
You just smell the awkwardness in the clip. I mean, just look at Adam. You can tell that he's uncomfortable. Deep down inside, you can tell that Adam is dying inside. He's just trying to find a way of how to justify, being the biggest cuck, on the planet of Earth. He even tried making fun of himself. This one picture right here, as you can see, Adam, his wife, and the BBW, the big man, Jason himself.
Like, hey, Jason, my wife's a big fan. She wants to shoot a movie with you. What are your movie filming rates? I'm like, yeah, it's 4K. He's like, okay, it's fine. We'll give you 10. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go there and I shoot the film with the woman. I dropped some severe glizzy destruction on her. And the husband is recording this, right? I'm like, this is weird as shit. I'm like, some people, I never understood it, right? Nonetheless, so I dropped the glizzy on the woman or whatever. So she dropping the go 3,000. She's saying, hey, little man, you like that? He was like, yes, ma'am.
Even the man himself, Jason, is making fun of Adam. No, he is. And here's a lot of them that one of the pictures that he also posted. Why do people keep on tweeting this at me? I don't get it. As you can see, practically his wife, him, and the baby. He's trying to make fun of himself. It's like a way of coping. That he's trying to, be like, oh, I'm fine. I'm down and dirty. I'm not affected by this at all. It's quite hilarious. I do have to say so myself. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, look at this man. I don't know what else to say. Probably in the next 3 months, they're probably gonna get divorced. He's probably gonna get so butthurt. He's gonna be like, no, you can't do this anymore. And she's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go find another BBC, and go on my own journey. And with all of that, I guess like my final question, or like the final thing that I kind of want to say is like, like what about the children? Because they have 2 children of their own, and I don't want to show them. I don't want to do anything like that. I don't want to expose them to that. I mean, they have 2 children. Right? I think they're like a couple years old. Like 2-3 years old. I don't know exactly how old they're, but I know they're pretty young. And my question is like, within the coming years, whenever they go to school, if they're friends, if they're friends, if they're bullies, if anybody finds out, that their father, that their mother are these people, how are they going to be affected? Are the bullies going to be like, ha, is this your mom getting okay. You know what I mean? It's. I just mainly worry about the children. Of how are they going to be affected later on down in life? That they're like, how are they? How are they going to be living? Are they going to be living in secrecy? Or are they going to be homeschooled? How's life going to be for them? Because I don't want them to get bullied. I don't want them to get pushed to the point where like, well, I don't want to live anymore because I get bullied. I was born, but now I'm getting bullied every single day because of my mom and dad doing this. And now I don't want to live. Stuff like that. I don't want. I don't want that type of stuff to happen to them. That's sad. That's terrible. And there's a lot of bad people that would do stuff like that. That will go out of their way, to make fun of them. I'm pretty sure Adam22 has haters. And I'm pretty sure they'll be able to like, hey, I know the children's TikTok. I know their I know their Instagram. I know their account and stuff like that. I'm gonna go send them a video and make fun of them. I'm pretty sure people go to that length to talk down and dirty to them. To make fun of them. To tarnish their name. Tarnish the children. People are evil. But yeah, I guess that's kind of I just mainly worry about the children of how are they going to be affected. I don't want them to get bullied. I don't want them to get harassed either to go to the point where like, well, I'm gonna go commit a crime and do nothing with my life, or to the point where they're like, well, I'm getting bullied every day. Was I born to get bullied? Was I born to get harassed? Stuff like that. If so, what's the point of living? No, I don't want them to question. I don't want them to live like that. I want them to be able to, have a good, successful life and down in the future, and not suffer because their dumb parents are like, well, I'm this age. I think I'm 18 or however young. I'm gonna go do this. No. Just because you have the ability to do something and be like, oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money. Is it ethical? Is it the right thing? I guess one more thing is that don't watch it. Don't watch porn. Don't watch stuff like that. That's bad. That's terrible for the psyche, the mental health. No, work on yourself. And instead of spending your time beating the bean, flicking the bean, wanking the monkey, stroking the cucumber, whatever you want to call it. Instead of doing that, go work out, go draw, go make videos. Go look at your life and be like, well, I'm in no life, what should I do in my life? Figure that out, instead of go beating your meat, doing drugs and stuff like that, go figure like your life out, go get a job, go on a long journey to go jogging across America and post about it on Instagram and be like, ha, look at me, I'm doing this, Find a way of how to make money. You would be successful. Or just do something with your life and give your life meaning, Stuff like that. Anyways, I think that'll be it for the video. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later.